Testes, testes, testes. All right. Here we go again. Another day, another dollar. All right. Like we discussed yesterday, the 10-year was setting up for a spike, which we talked about at the end of the day to anticipate a spike. And here it is. It's made that double top on the 30-minute, and here on the daily, actually, are we representing here? Yeah, there you go. Today's the 6th. Okay, so look, here's the divergence, right? So it's making the spike. That's really what's driving the markets up, and that spike in oil prices also, or natural gas prices. But I'm not buying it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not buying it. I think we'll push down a little bit, but I think we're going to close the week pretty much where we open the week in the markets. But here's the pop-up. First thing in the morning, it's running the markets down. If we look at the markets, the daily, think, looks pretty good, man. It still looks like it's turning around. It's going to make a little reversion, right? And right now, what are we looking at? We're looking at down 40, right? Fair value is about $1 or so. So I love it, man. We're at about 300, retesting that low. I think I'd like to see a hammer today, to tell you the truth. I'm hoping that we test the low, make a hammer, and get ready for a pop-up tomorrow. And I think we're going to close the week a little higher. This is just my speculation. I like that we're down around 300. That's a good psychological range. Maybe test the low again and then start making a move up. And I think we make one more move up before we make another aggressive move down. I'd like to see us come down as far as 4,200, but not yet, man. I think we need to test this area right here, and I think we're going to the 4,400, 4410, 11 area before we start making that next move down. And that's the daily on the SPX. And let's take a look. VIX, we don't care about. We don't care. Oh, you know what? Looking at the ES, the is, dink, dink, dink. It's at 94 right now. And so I think we're going to open up and shoot down another 20 points before we turn around and come back up. This is my speculations. Apple's coming down, and really, these guys are just giving us buying opportunity. And it may be a little cheap, but you should be buying Apple not to trade it, but to invest in it. Put it away, forget about it. So you buy a little here, comes down, you buy a little more. I think things are becoming good value. Bank of America, as far as the technical goes, there's no entry point. Actually, with this shooting star, it's down at 43.77, so that would put us. Yeah, man, that looks like it could be a good shooting star. I might let it come down a little bit. I'd probably look to buy a little at 42, and then maybe expect to buy a little more down around. Yes, Sisters and Fanny. I'm still haven't mastered this software. I guess life would be easier if I expand the charts. 42, yeah, I definitely feel we could buy it there. And you may end up being able to buy it down around the 40, but I wouldn't miss this. I'd hold out right now and wait for that 42.23, but I wouldn't miss that 42.3 waiting for this extreme low here. So anyway, that's my view. Disney, I like it. I'm just buying it on dips. As long as I got cash, I'm buying. What else are we looking at? I like actually, this is a better one ETF. It's PPLT, and I think I was looking at PALL. It's just a little higher dollar value. Actually, I got to tell my old man about that too. Dear old dad. But yeah, this is palladium. Yeah, the precious metal. And once car sales start picking up, you're going to see this baby start picking up. TBT, look at that. It's down. That's a good way to play the interest rate hike, which interest rates are going to keep going up. So TBT should start going up. It's a short on bonds. Bond prices go down, interest rates go up. Tesla, you could buy in dips. Viacom, I told you I like the company. There's no dividend or anything. It's outside my criteria. I am bullish as long as it stays above this line, and you could buy it on dips. I'm looking for like 62, 64. It may take a year or so. And Verizon pays a nice interest. You could buy it anytime you like. And ExxonMobil, not an interest, pays a nice dividend. Yeah, I'm a natural blonde, but believe it or not, I've been doing this for, I think, close to 30 years. I got to do the math on that. ExxonMobil pays a nice dividend. Good long-term purchase. I mean, you could see it's running. That's fine. Let it run. It trades. Normally, it's trading between 50 and 70, and that's how I buy it. And I don't sell it at 70. I might use a cover call strategy or something like that to hedge the downside. But I would, but when I'm ready to pick up more and I cash liquid and it's down in my low range, I pick up more. Yeah, I never book it because then I got to pay taxes, and I just don't want to do it. Don't want to do it. I'll let my great grandkids pay the taxes. Probably be at 70% by then. So the free folks stuff. Fuel cell. I mean, really, I just haven't seen any entries on these yet. On the dailies. I don't like the patterns that it makes. They come down, they consolidate, they break. It's not like double bottoms or anything. I just don't like the patterns. I mean, that's because people are buying it for ridiculous reasons. It's not orderly trading. So this one you could argue a double bottom. Under that, guys, you could take an entry, breaking that 2484. That's plug power. But yet, you know what? I like these companies, and these should be putaways. These aren't get rich quick things. So you know what? I'm not going through the list. Let's just look at AMC. I'm just waiting for it to break this line. And then I'll go, nah, 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 nah. Really no way of trading. All right, so we go back to the reality of stuff, to good business. Oh, everything's red. But I saw the futures down above 50. So, I mean, there's a little buyback. But people are hedging their bets on the open, so no big deal. Here are the ETFs, and everything's just, every sector's getting slammed. This is an oversell based on oil prices and things like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm not buying it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not buying it. All right, we'll talk more when the market opens. Well, I mean, Tommy, that's how I look at it. I look at it as more of an investment stock. I mean, it's Apple. They're in the industry. It's a good company. Every year it's going to appreciate. It'd be nice if it had a dividend. I mean, it may have a small dividend, but nothing I'm aware of. So yeah, I mean, that's how I would look at it. You know what? There are trading opportunities in it, but I don't see that kind of movement right now. I mean, I'm getting 40, 50 point swings. So I'm able to take entries, and When my entries break, I'm picking up 3 points on my one-offs. I know I'm not calling them out and everything. It's just I got a lot going on, and I'm going to try to focus more on that. But and I mean, the software sucks. I don't know when it's down, when it's up. I mean, my internet sucks. My resolution stopped working. Like my hotspot for some reason. I've been dealing with all the vendors, and you know, I mean, it works on the weekends, doesn't work during the week. It's unbelievable. Here's me crying. Okay, I'm done crying. So yeah, I mean, I don't understand why people trade all this stuff. You just need volatility. You find something with volatility and then you trade. I mean, that's what scanning's all about, right? People scan the markets for certain criteria that's going to move in equity. They looking for volatility. Right now, we have all the volatility we need right here in SPX. Trade it. I used to trade Tesla, but I mean it became, once it hit the S&P, it really became a lousy stock to trade. And I think that was last November. And I really haven't traded it much since then. I've really just focused on the S&P. I'm also getting old. It's funny because I'm putting together a little trading company. Um, I don't know if we're going to break out in a hedge fund or just do private equity or what have you. But I seem to be focusing on young guys, developing young guys to help me do this. And I feel as though my age is inhibiting. I mean, I could train these guys, teach these guys, give these guys logic, but I don't think that I'm as creative as far as risk goes. So, so my trading, I think, is kind of tapering, but that's okay too because you know, I don't need to be on the desk. Look at that, big answer for a small question. I think this channel is more therapy, and since it's just me and you, pal, you're my therapist. Mm-mm-mm. No, the text is starting. Mm-hmm. Yeah, even day to day. I mean, what are you getting? 3, 4 points. I mean, yeah, you know, there's not a lot of movement, and that's what you need when you want to trade. You need movement. You need volatility. But yo, good company, man. I mean, I'm not even worried about them cutting their app store sales. I mean, I didn't really look at what portion of their business that is, but I'm comfortable enough that their hardware and software um, is is a good what's going on here, is a good revenue source to keep these guys at the head of the pack. Yep, yep. I just need to sign the checks. I just need to organize the guys. You know, I mean, you just need to you know, you have that like collective intelligence, and then they can't really get things done. So you just need one guy in there who's a decision maker, and mediator, and then you get all that talent. So I guess a producer. One guy's got to be the producer. You get all that talent together and get them marching in the right direction or the same direction. That'll be me. Woo. Boy, I'll tell you. I mean, I think I told you that when I had come back to the boat, the power went out. The fridge or the cooler went down, and I lost a ton of meat, and it went rancid. And I still can't get that smell out of the cooler. I mean, I soaked this sucker. I soaked it in Claramine tea, which I used to use in my aquaculture company for sterilizing the tanks after I emptied a tank. And I can't get that smell out. And then I soaked it. I set it in the sun for like 8 hours, sun beaten on it. Can't get the smell out. I used laundry detergent. Can't get the smell out. I have this one detergent that I use when I'm hunting that just eliminates odors. And, it's a soap, and I have laundry detergent for it, or spray for my boots or what have you, and it just masks odors. I think I'm going to have to bring some of that stuff on down here and try soaking that. But I think there's an enzyme in it that breaks down proteins and dissolves it. Anthony, where you been? Gezurich. Working on those 5 boats? This has been your market, baby. In both Europe and around all the world, but we're back to 1522 this morning as we're coming off 4 straight days of 1% moves on the S&P, and the opening bell is 5 minutes away. Boat work, you don't want. I love boat work, man. I don't know if I want to do it as a livelihood because it might take the love out of it for me. But I mean, it's hard for me to get motivated because I like to be lazy. But when I start working on a boat, I just don't want to stop. And then when the project's over, I'm always quite sad. I mean, satisfied with the work, but quite sad. I love boat work. I'm actually building what may be my tomb that I could take around the Cape. Oh, there it is. Oh man, that's not bad. We're only down 37. Nope, and I got hit. Oh, that's quite a swing in equity for the day. Remarkable. All right, we're overextended on the 30.
Evidence Lab says no material supply chain. Now you may we may ban UBS Evidence Lab. They got a lot of smart people there, and they're working on it, and they're saying that's not a fact. It's not a fact. Tesla rising prices on both the 3 and the Y. In fact, you're going to pay more for a 3 now by about 13% than you did in Q1. Yeah, on yesterday, which we'll watch. I mean, I'm just getting the housing. I mean, people are paying a third more for housing than they did there.
Oh, breaking the high. What do you think? Maybe half a fill and then turn around and tank? Or do we close this gap? Look at this, man. We're only down 26.
That's crazy. Jim, and this is a message to Farley. I don't care. Beg, borrow, and steal. Get those semis. I'm willing to let you miss 170,000, 150,000 units, but you've got to get more. Mexico, tight as a drum because of semiconductor. David, we know that these issues keep popping up, and yet are we going to be talking about this next year at this time because nothing's being done? I don't know. You told us no. We're not most likely going to be talking about this
investments are being done. I would point out, in support of your view at least overall, when it comes to stocks, and there it is, Ford, that's been by far the best performance, up some 60+%, followed by GM, which again is up today, but the overall market trend, and Tesla has been the lag over any other period of time that has not been good. But Tesla's
Why are you not giving me a filled price?
GM is still sort of a name that is your go-to.
Yes, absolutely. Because what Farley's done, the street doesn't recognize is Ford was determined for about big cars and trucks. And that was always been the mantra.
There it is, taking the break.
And Ford's done it. Where they can make money. If not, they're losing $2 billion in India, it's over. If they're losing Latin America, it's over. And that's why I like Ford. Now, the next year, we're going to see this EV lineup. Carl, the EV lineup is so exciting. The power your house, do so many things. But I'm going to give you the other side. And again, give myself, we've got my wife does these things. I've been trying to get a Mac. The whole point was I'm sick of my wife driving me to Eagles games. If I have a Maverick, I can do it. Order in April. Here we are until now. Something to arrive as soon as I said something. I'll be in the journalism jail. But you cannot get these vehicles because of chips.
German last month down 29. You got the Atlanta Fed looking at largely because consumption is going to be clobbered by cars.
It's true. Well, now, wait, confused by what's March Postman. But that place is so bad. I mean, BMW's there, Mercedes is there. When I visit, there's a town that I got a place in San Miguel de Allende. And San Miguel de Allende. And I've got to tell you.
There she goes.
This is amazing. Now, Global Foundries coming up. Global Foundries may have answers. I understand that the Malaysian COVID rate has come down. Malaysia is also that is very much of a choke point. GM knows that. Ford's actually doing a little better than GM in Malaysia.
I'm one off.
It's semis, and they can build the place, but the places don't make.
Why can't I get a quote on you?
Big parts in vain.
Definitely watch the supply chain issue.
See, this is how trading should be. I mean, I'm one off. I'm 2.5, 250 in the money on that position. Got to really get my fib on this.
Yes, we made investment that I trust in the system. And we feel that the discussion, the Janet Yellen discussion on air yesterday was a major reason why the commercials, but if you do different parts what she's saying, and it becomes true, what puts the dollar doesn't seem to be as valuable as crypto. Now that is that Jamie Bob's what value is the dollar?
I'm taking my second off right here. So I'm averaging about 300 a contract right now. I'm going to leave that last one at a break even and see if I can't close this gap.
A lot of time focusing on what things would look like, and they wouldn't be particularly good. I mean, most market participants are still very skeptical that we will ever get to anything close to that point. And so I think it would be something of surprise if you and I are sitting, if we're all sitting here one morning and it's, we're looking at our watches, counting down the hours, guys. But it's still unclear if the Democrats will actually have to act by reconciliation to get that debt ceiling raised, Carl. We will see, but that does seem to be the expectation that one way or the other, it will get solved as it always has in the past.
Yeah, Moody's yesterday, stable outlook. The debt limit will be raised in their view, so we'll have to just watch the clock.
Look, but we keep thinking about that S&P downgrade, and you could argue right now, if we had the S&P people who are figuring this out, if you're listening to Yellen, don't you just have to downgrade us in advance? Because that would seem right. Let's say it was a stock, and we hear this talk. I mean, would you take it to buy to hold? Maybe take it from hold to sell?
Speaking of going hold to sell, Goldman cuts American to sell and JetBlue to neutral. Jim, interesting note. They say, look, industry's still good. Half of our universe is buy rated, but the pricing environment is going to create, I think, what they call idiosyncratic reasons on some of these carriers.
Yeah, I think they had to play the game of trying to figure out which ones are better than others. They did that with steel today. And I thought it was outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
This is being the hold buy.
Oh, we've seen this before.
Because maybe themselves 2-3 times over.
We've seen this before.
And I think
The run up and the turnaround.
I will respond
I got 2/3 off and my last one at a break even.
And I think that they don't factor in festive breed.
I'm hoping it doesn't do that.
In Cleveland Cliffs, as much as I like them, I have the CEO on a bunch of times. Newport is doing so many good things. If you get an infrastructure bill, you are going to regret that you sold that. If they really think it's fully valued at 99, why didn't they act when it was at 120? I mean, I know that I would be pilloried if I said, you know what, 99 is fully valued. Where were you at 120? You just, oh, okay, I missed that. But why not own on? Why not say, you know what, we missed the top, but we're late, but we want it down.
Really quick, you had a great email in your investing club last night around 3 names: Costco, I think it was Walmart, and AEO, all of which you think either you're waiting for prices to get good enough to buy or you're looking to hold on to what you have.
Yeah, but Costco.
Yeah, I'm familiar with those, Anthony. I can't think of the name C generator or something like that.
I think Costco.
C power. Yeah.
Walmart is just falling 13 straight points.
I've seen them. I think you got to get like over 7 or 8 knots. So, yeah, I mean, unless you're a big sailboat, they really don't work well. I go for solar. Solar. Come on, keep running. There you go. There you go.
Good job. And then American Eagle Outfitters, I think that the stock has come down so much.
All right, I'm glad I took the 2/3 off around this area. A little stall here. Might be a little early. Looks like the 2-minute is just rolling around. And that 30-minute is really hit overextended and then came back.
Foremost growth name in the mall, and I think to give up on it now is once again it's ill-advised. It's ill-advised.
Well, watch it. Obviously, plenty of company in the red today as the Dow.
Wow, my equity's just swinging around today.
The Active Passive Investor Summit today, Dave.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. It's quite something to actually be somewhere, I must say, for all of us, including the entire crew. It's been a long time since we've actually been out somewhere at a conference, and I'm happy to be joined now by Alex Denner from Sarissa Capital Management. The last time we talked was some time ago. We were trying to figure it out. It was at the New York Stock Exchange, but neither one of us, I think, have been in a conference in a long time.
That's right. This is the first time I've been out, so to speak, there.
Yeah, so perhaps, hopefully, it's a reflection of sort of where things stand right now in terms of opening up as we are here at the Plaza Hotel. Well, Alex, something I've wanted to hit a bit more on.
Not bad, not bad. No.
Private market.
Yep.
And you and I were talking.
Could be turning around. I don't know. I'm leaving it at a break even. Made a few bucks. I'm happy.
Many of them are, in fact, making their year, so to speak, having significant outperformance as a result of their investment, their marks, and their private. When it comes to your area of the world, we should mention, of course, which is pharma, biotech, medicine in general. What are you seeing, and are you concerned at all, perhaps, of overvaluation in the private market?
Yes, we are. So the private markets have been very, very robust, kind of recently. Biotech goes in cycles, as we all know. It was sort of heading up into a cycle at the beginning of the coronavirus. And then with the coronavirus, people realized, well, the solution is medical research, and, companies like Moderna and Pfizer, kind of came through on that. And a lot of money kind of came into biotech. So I think it's sort of supercharged the end of the kind of last cycle we had here. And one of the mechanisms through which a lot of that investment's been done is on the private side. So if you look at, say, biotech, I think there's a lot more being done in terms of dollars of capital in private than ever before. So the market structure has changed a little bit. Right. And it's really getting, in my view, kind of quite frothy. So there are good investments still to be made. It's not that everything is overvalued, but a lot of things out there are getting to be, again,
what would be an example of that in some way, either broadly speaking or specifically?
So, one of the things that I think is interesting to follow is, like, a lot of these companies are basically and the market for lab space in that area, in the Boston area,
In the Boston.
So companies are having to do
No, you guys are getting that CNBC in the background.
landlords to kind of get a space.
Just a little something to keep me company.
Which is kind of absurd, and they're paying, kind of north of $100 a compete to get the lab space. On top of it, they're paying north of $100 a foot, like more than the Mountain Manhattan kind of.
So how sustainable is this? I mean, we've been through some periods like this. You've been an investor in for many years. How is it going to end in your opinion? And how do you benefit from it as somebody who's obviously allocated assets?
So we're watching closely. It's a very interesting thing. So I think the valuations have got too high. Now it's important to sort of note that most of these companies are very high quality companies, good people who are doing intelligent things that are worth doing, which is what valuation is being placed on that, right? And because the reality is most of these enterprises will fail.
Everybody's talking at me.
Will fail. In fact, most of these companies are preclinical, but even get through all the hurdles to get to human testing, only 1 in 10 drugs actually works that's in human testing, right? And most of these companies we're talking about don't even have candidates that are in human testing.
Even with the advances that have been made in so many different ways, it's still a similar percentage to what it was.
So you could argue, and I actually would say, yeah, I think it probably will go up, kind of somewhat over time, but it's not going to, in my view, it's not going to go up by, some giant factor. It's more than sort of at the margin we're going to see improvements, and we'll see smarter experiments being done in early stage human testing that lead to higher probabilities of drugs being approved, as we know, and which for all humanity it's a really, really hard problem. There's a lot of enthusiasm in the sector now, and you see a lot of money coming in. A lot of people are not as focused on with a good team, which is a good thing. But one is to kind of be very careful about the valuation to get a return over time.
But a lot of them are using the marks in the public market to help their valuation in the private market, and or the latest IPO or the latest company to go public via SPAC at a very high multiple on whatever the number might be many years out. Does that have to change before these private market values? How's it, and again, are you shorting some of the names out there that you can in the public markets?
So I think that I don't know what's going to change first, but I think all those things have to come down over time. It doesn't have to be calamitous. It can happen sort of in a more orderly way. I think there'll be a lot of opportunities to consolidate. So if you look at a given, say, a venture capital firm in their portfolio, they typically do not have the capital to support all the companies they have going forward. So they assume that there'll be some rate of attrition, but even with that attrition, they can't support all of them. They depend on, kind of other private market investors or a SPAC or an IPO or whatever. And if those valuations come down, basically this musical chairs will end.
Well, but at the same time, you got all of the liquidity just keeps coming. I mean, and by the way, it's not just biotech; it's all other parts of technology as well, where we're seeing extended valuations. You could say, but companies say it's not going to end, but it's going to end it.
Yeah, I hear you. In fact, you could argue
I hear you.
more overvalued, and we'll be having rising inflation. But that's somebody still not going to really control the price.
It's not even prospects to start running nothing to invest.
No, not at all. So
Putting in that double top. So I'm still in that trade. Hasn't taken me out yet. I mean, I got a lot of room before it takes me out. I think it's going to, though. The 1 minute looks kind of juicy. 5 minute hasn't even rolled yet. Panels next weekend. More solar panels. I definitely have to update my electrical system in this bad boy. Ah, come on. Can't you hold on? Nah, I'm out of that sucker. All right, now we just watch and see if it does the dirty. We got about half a gap fill. Nah, not really. Not even half a gap fill. I guess if we go from the lower. You guys are trading. That break in the low has been paying off big time. How low can you go? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Say goodbye to my baby. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. So fickle. ADP came in pretty strong today. I think we talked about it this morning. I don't recall. It's been a long morning already. Um, so lots of jobs being created and people taking them. Mm, 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 mm. Anybody take that break? I'm one off on that break. About to get popped out. Divergence on the 1 minute. 5 minutes still rather negative. 2 minute looks rather negative also. If it doesn't pop me out, I think this trade's going to work to the downside. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. There she goes. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, today is a good day. Taking another off right here. That's better than the move up. I'm going to try to see if we can get to 78.
Stocks, as we said, contributing this early session on rising yields and inflation numbers on the offer intraday runs today. Joining us this morning, Morgan Stanley Wealth Management CIO, Lisa Shell. We'll talk about shop the looking through four straight days of 1% yesterday. Lisa, great to see you again. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's hard not to think of Morgan Stanley's long-standing call for most of this year that we are sort of in between cycles, and I wonder if you think the recent action here shows that is coming home first.
There she goes. Come on.
numbers all around cost items, whether it's supply chain related, commodities related, energy related, or quite frankly, labor and wage cost related. You just weren't sure that these numbers.
So where do you think the market is in sort of catching up to those narratives? And at what point do you think?
Uh, I'm teasing that guy who skips us out. You took the break of the double top. That's very good, man. Very, very good. I was a sissy. I got in like 20 points later. Are you still in it, Ant? I'm still in for a third. I'm wondering if we see that 78. Think we might see another 20 points down, though. Negative, negative, negative. There's just nothing positive here. No reason to believe we're not going to see that. No, the 30 minutes turning around a little bit. 30 minutes is entirely overvalued. I'm going to close out that last one if we break that on the go around. It looks like we're going to. Nah, I'm going to stay at a break even. Probably going to knock me out. That 60-minute bar looks pretty indecisive. Negative, but indecisive. If it closes here, that 30-minute bar will look rather positivo. Butana sana. Oh, I think I might have more coffee. That would be a special. No. 30-minute entirely oversold, man. You never close your eyes. Yeah, I just can't catch a runner. I'm trying hard not to show it, baby. All right, the good news is everything didn't fall apart. I am out. But yo, I can't argue, man. I mean, I pulled off 600 a contract on that last hit. Got about 500 a contract on the other one. 350 a contract. Nope. Here goes a break. This is a mid-morning reversal. Yeah, it's a good time for a mid-morning reversal. There she goes, breaking. I didn't take it. I did all right today. I'm not going to get greedy. I'll get pissed if I do a give back. Oh, yeah. We're closing that gap. Or we could just keep consolidating around here, actually. That's a very real possibility, considering that we have ADP tomorrow. And that would make a nice hammer for the daily chart. Hammer, hammer. Ooh, I'm bouncing around. There must be a storm offshore. Man, it's amazing how my equity is just swinging around in this market. One motherfucker, they just won't budge. Oh, there they go. There they go. Now they're moving. You're just sneaky. Things just got so quiet.